Hey everybody, it's Tamika. I'm here to share with you a swap that I'm participating in with Cheryl, who is Jimzelle, Audrey, who is So Good All, and Shantae, who is Shatana here on YouTube. I'll put all the links in the description box. Very wonderfully talented, crafted ladies and super cool friends. So we decided to do a monthly swap because we wanted to keep a top of our mojo. And we wanted to use our scraps and a whole host of other reasons. I didn't want to get rusty because I haven't been able to craft. So I just want to make sure I do something every month. So I am going first. And the theme that we chose was, the idea behind it is to keep the shipping relatively small. And just to create something small that we can get done every month without it being too overwhelming. So I picked one set of Shabby Chic 3x3 note cards with envelopes, and one goodie that's I think I put $2 or under, so like something from the Michaels bin or Target dollar spot, and one handmade card that you cannot write in, so the recipient, one of us, could use it to send to someone else. So we can kind of build our card stash, our note card stash with that. So pretty cool. So I wanted to, on a couple of these past videos, people have been asking me to do start to finishes on swaps and things that I send out, and I haven't been able to, but I just want to show a bit of the process of how I packaged up these items. So I just have some boxes that I got from my job. They're just like medical boxes. I think this is syringes, and I found this paper at the Target dollar spot. It's pretty wrapping paper, super cute. I bought that. It's 15 feet, and I used it to cover that box. Wrapped it up in some heavy duty tape. So this is Cheryl's, and I'll put her address on there later. Just wanted to show you guys. And this one's Audrey, and her address is already on there. So, but this is how the finished product will look. So I left the last one open, which is Audrey's, so you can kind of see how I packaged it up. I used the Prima Something blue 6x6 paper pad. Old paper, not old to me because paper is paper to me, but super cute paper. I'm sure you guys have seen it. So when they get their package, they'll open it up, and this is their 3x3 note card that I'm sending them, just like the swap card, and super dimensional. I love it. Some wild orchid craft flowers on the top, some beads, some flat back pearls. I made this cut using my Silhouette Cameo. It's really a 12x12 background, whatever background image, and then I just sized it down in 3x3 and welded it together to create a note card. So I added the wild orchid craft flowers. Like I said, I put this Prima paper on some dimensionals, and that's it. So the notes on the inside. And that's my card. Everybody will get one of these cards, and my packages are almost identical. So that's the note card they're getting, and then there'll be some tissue paper on the top, just presentation purposes. I always try to do something extra. And then this will be their card that'll be sealed, obviously, and they all have one of these, and this is one of the items where to create a handmade card that they can forward and use somewhere else. And I know everyone doesn't like an overload of shabby flowers, so I try to tone it down a whole lot. Again, I use the Prima paper, and I use the same background file that I use for the note cards. Just, you know, stretched it a different way, and see, I did it this way instead. Welded it together. Super cute. Love my Cameo. And then I used, I don't know if you can tell with the shimmer all on there, I used a stamp, I Think You're Special. Pop that up, made a little banner, have some random flatback pearls, some lace, and then some wild orchid craft and some flowers from Alicia's Glitz and More. And then I backed it up with another piece of, it's 2 layers of the cardstock, so it can be kind of sturdy. And I didn't stamp the back, so they can you know, send it to someone else without knowing that it was created by somebody else, I guess. So that's their handmade card they'll get. And then there's a goodie that's in here, and this is how I wrapped it. Another way to use your scraps is, this is just a sheet from the A4 paper pad, the stuff that I had left over from the cards. Instead of sticking it back in there and using it later, I use the scraps, and I just sealed them on the side with some hot glue and made a topper because it wasn't long enough for the goodies that I have in here, and I just wrapped it with some twine. So I'll let them open that. And then for the 3x3 note cards, I wrapped it in some tissue paper. And then each of them will receive their note cards in this super cute box. I'm trying to get away some of these background distractions here. They'll receive their note cards in this super cute box. And I have, these flowers are from the Michael's Bend, and the flower in the background is from Tammy, SS Crafter 1, as well as this one. These are wild orchid crabs, and they're super shimmery. I created this box using another silhouette file. It's an A2 card box, but again, I made it to fit my 3x3 note cards. So they have a little tag, that again, another shape from the online store. I downsized. I think this was a frame originally. Downsized and offset it and layered it with a sticker with their initial. So there's 2 S's and an A. And then I made a cute little belly band, and it just slides off, and that's just leftover paper. I added some lace around the edges, and they can use this for something else, the box or something else. They can just take this off because it's just attached with some twine. Okay, I wanted to make it so they can reuse it. And here's the box with the window. I just added some report paper on here instead of acetate because I didn't have any. Just like when you do a book report, yeah, some of that paper is sitting right on top of there. Cute. And this is, these are their 3x3 note cards. They're all exactly the same. So just similar to the card that I'm giving them. I don't know where it went. Oh, there it is. This is the card that they get, and this is the card that they can give to someone else. I did the same note card. This is inside, just says a note to say. I used a stamp there, and then I layered it a couple layers with the Prima paper, whitewashed it, shimmered it very well, added some wild orchid craft flowers. I punched a butterfly, added a pearl in the center, cut the paper out, balled it up, tried to make it look shabby, distress the edges. Well, not too shabby, but I know everyone doesn't like it, and you can see the glistening on there. So it really turned out super cute. So there are 5 of those, and then let's take them out. And because they're dimensional, I made some, the envelopes I made dimensional. So they're not put together. So when they get it, they'll have to glue the box together because it's a 3D box, and it'll just take too much to ship if I had put them all together. So in case they want to just give the whole set to someone, these are their note cards, and it's envelope style, and then like I said, it's a 1/2 inch gusset in there, so they're able to put those note cards in there without shoving them or messing up the flowers, because they're pretty dimensional. So because I like dimension and I like shabby. That's me. So anyway, I just wanted to share with you guys that swap, and hopefully some of you who were having trouble with some ideas on how you can package up some things, you have some ideas to get you started. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them below. Like this video if you like it, and be sure to check the description box for the ladies' channels, and head over, visit their channels, and if you like them, sub their channel. Thanks guys for watching. Bye.